20 years later, you know, and I feel like my youngest self. I forget a lot, but I'll never forget that, ever. That is so me. I am an Uber driver. Man, being vulnerable, I think, is sexy too. Hey guys, this is Ciara, and this is my ET retrospective. Oh, the Goodies music video where it all began. It's young Cece right there. Hey, so cute. This is me and ATL. So much sauce in that video. That video for me, that was very, very significant because it was my first video shoot I ever shot. But what was really cool about this visual is all the hometown love that I had. It was so cool being supported by everyone, feeling all the love. 28-hour shoot, I was so tired. I had my first energy drink that I ever had in my life on that shoot. And I remember going, when is the energy drink gonna kick in? Like, I was so tired. I remember saying, I wanna do like the Matrix thing where I'd like do like this. Oh my gosh, I do remember being in the car in Atlanta, going through a drive-through and hearing my song come through the radio. I was like, oh my gosh, like my eyes started to fill with tears. I was like, this is crazy because I'm literally living my dream right now. This is happening. And it was so surreal. But I was in tears and I was smiling so big. And I was like, wow, like it was goosebumps for me because, you know, this is like happening. Only one first time. I'll never forget that. I have a mommy brain, so I forget a lot. But I'll never forget that, ever. It's 20 years later. I feel like I'm just getting started. I really do feel like the most equipped that I've ever been in my career from the journey.
It feels really good to be here. This is my first AMAs. Can you imagine that though? Like my first AMAs.
What? I was just like, what do I even do in this setting? The AMAs was a dream to be on a red carpet like the AMAs and to be in spaces like that. So again, check off another dream checklist on the box. But I see myself going like, wow, like that's little CC. And I can tell for me, it was like, this really was my first time on the AMA's carpet. First time I met Missy was actually on Sept there, for 1-2 Sept. Imagine, this is my second song of my career. Goodies had happened. We did have great success with that record. And I think we made history at that time with that song. But to have my second record be with Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, it's like, wait, what? She had 1-2 Step in the hook. The cadence was a little different, so I kind of tweaked it a little bit. So I was able to co-write with her from afar. Put my CC sauce on it. And that record happened just like that. And what I always say is, I'm so grateful that Missy took a chance on me because, you know, she was one of the biggest artists in the world. And she saw the vision in me and believed, she saw it and she wanted to be a part of it, which was like, I'm so grateful. I remember on set, that's where Missy introduced me to having my little personal fan on set, where you have like, cause you get hot, and she had her little wind fan. She would walk around with it. She had it, wind fan and a lollipop was Missy.
This is my first time coming to the Grammys. First time being nominated. I just found out that I won one when I came up here. I kind of heard, I guess, in advance, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, like my dad's gonna be crying, my mom's gonna be on the floor. I'm excited. And it's also the song for me and Missy, so I'm like, Missy, thank you for putting me on your record.
Why does that make me want to cry? What a Grammy for was Lose Control. And that was such a fun record. It was so much fun making that record. At that time, it was really like, I remember Lionel Richie talking to me backstage, congratulating me. I think you gotta thank those that are around you, that help you. We are in New York at the Emilio Pucci Boutique, and I am here to do a fitting for the Met Ball. That looks kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's got the shoulders.
Awesome.
Let's go for
I think it's worth a try. I have a funny story about this dress. This dress was the one that ripped. My friend Peter Dundas, who at that time was the creative director for Pucci, he actually was the first person that I went with, like as in being with the designer on the carpet, and my dress ripped. And Peter and I got to know each other very well that night. He was in the bathroom with me, sewing me up under my dress. Like, it was crazy. But you know, you make it happen. When it comes to glam and it comes to fashion, by all means, you do what you gotta do. I don't care if you're walking like a stick, you know, to maneuver through something. Like, I've had moments with big hair at the Met Gala, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna knock out every person that walks past me. You know, but you do what you have to do for fashion. And that was so much fun. It was a whirlwind.
I am a huge fan of love, and I'm in love with the idea of love. To me, living is actually being married one day, having a family. That's something I really look forward to.
I think I was always pretty clairvoyant on what I wanted in life. There's this kind of journey that you go on that sometimes doesn't feel, you know, beautiful or you know, the best when you're going through it, you know, the ups and the downs, or maybe when you get things wrong. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for how God has blessed me with my family and my amazing husband and my babies, you know. So I think back to that, because being a young woman, not knowing what I was doing, and I still don't know what I'm doing every day now in my life. I'm gonna be one of those moms that's gonna be like, get your friends, we're going to the band, we're going to practice. That is so me. I am an Uber driver. The car, I mean, like, literally, that is my life. It's like, go, 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 go. The more kids you have, you just don't have time for yourself anymore. And my husband's my biggest baby.
Just to be able to have, you know, the woman that you've always wanted, and the person that has the biggest heart in the world, you know. And like I said, she's an amazing mom, amazing person.
He's the best. I think it's something so beautiful when a man allows themselves to be vulnerable and to speak proudly of you, right? There's something so empowering about a man lifting up his queen, and he always does that. And I'm so grateful for that. You know, I think I'm a better woman because of him, and how he loves me, how he supports me, how he encourages me. I mean, we've had some moments where it's like he's the only person I could look to. And I know when I go to him, he's gonna always have the right words to say. But, you know, I think, you know, to add to like a man being vulnerable, I think it's sexy too. I think it's beautiful, I think it's sexy, I think it's dope. And I'm so, so grateful for this love.
I've been thinking about you.
Well, I think we know who I'm thinking about. Dance is a big part of my identity. Right? It's a big part of, you think of me as an artist and what the makings of me are. Dance is a big part of that. And it's a big way that I express. I express myself through my songs. Performance is like everything to me. It's my favorite place to be as an artist is on the stage. I think I get to like really be my full self as an artist, and dancing has always been my jam. You know, it's always been a big part of my presentation and my artistry. Dancing allows you to add more life and more legs to the creativity.
Silly.
This was fun. This was the color purple. Me and Fantasia as Silly and Nettie. So good. That was such an iconic film to be a part of. I've always been wanting to do more. It's just always to me about, you know, doing the right moment. That was too fun of an experience, too special of a moment, you know, to not keep it going. So yeah, I definitely want to spread my acting wings and do more things.
You did just release a new song called Run It Up.
For that paper like the bank, I'ma chase. What I'm saying in that record is real talk, you know, because you're always gonna have someone, haters gonna hate. We just gonna call a spade a spade. It is what it is. I don't think any great that I've admired, that I've known, that's gotten to the top and reached the highest mountain point, I don't know one that hasn't experienced hate or where someone's doubted them or counted them out. I have to remind myself sometimes, like, you really are that girl and you really can do it all. So I'm speaking life into myself, but I'm also speaking life into all the women and moms around the world. Just because you have kids doesn't mean that you aren't who you are. Doesn't mean your fly changes. Doesn't mean that your sexy goes away. Doesn't mean that, you can't go out here and get your bag.
Let's go.